Well, I'm here at Center Church for Christmas in Color, and so from 9 to 10, I directed traffic out there on the main, on Nolana, into the back entrance to the church parking lot. And I was listening to Jason Cisneros, I was listening to Billy Alsbrook and Jake Ducey, but after listening to Jason Cisneros, there was this video that popped up. It was about it was a follow-up experiment to the Stanford experiment, where at a university they had random people playing prison guards and prisoners, and they were really cruel to each other. Okay, but they, in this video, talked about they were kind of encouraged to be that way. Now, the study said that people had an inherent cruel nature. Okay, and so the second study, they did a significant intention to find good people for this, and the people weren't cruel to each other at all, right? They didn't go that way. Okay, and then they interviewed the professor that did the Stanford study, and I'm listening to it and I'm thinking, what he did was he steered something in the way he wanted it to go. His perceived perception of how reality is. And it got me to think. I know a lady, and she's like, I thought the most amazing. She's incredible integrity. She was a research analyst, and she was, part of a grant. She was hired to analyze data on the genetic predisposition for alcoholism. And the guy that who hired her, was in charge of the project, wanted her to skew the data because he was selling a drug, right? If you could prove that people had a genetic predisposition for alcoholism, then instead of being their environment, then hence the necessity for his drug, and she would not do it. So if there's ever a study about that doesn't have her name on it, it has no credibility to me whatsoever. Right? But one of the funny things about standing out there while I'm listening to this, directing traffic, it was really crazy because I was out there for an hour, and the majority of traffic coming into the church came in the last 10 minutes before 10, when church actually starts. Very interesting. And we probably have 75% more, or 300% more attendees for this event today than usual. Isn't that interesting? But there's always Christmas and Easter when there's the greatest attendance at church. But isn't that interesting? Merry Christmas. I'm so excited to be tapping into my new influences with Jason Cisneros and Billy Alsbrook and David Goggins. It's a whole new level, a whole different vibration and elevation. There's other people like Bridget Krause with the John Maxwell team. I think she's amazing, and but these guys, are at a completely different level, right?